over 70 days a year. That is how often these 100-meter walls of sand swallow everything in their path. Welcome to the Taklamakan, covering 337,000 square kilometers, roughly the size of Germany. It is the second largest shifting sand desert on the planet. In the local language, the name Taklamakan carries a chilling meaning, the place of no return. Its devastation doesn't stop at the Chinese border. Every spring, massive dust clouds rise from here, turning Beijing's skies red, crossing the sea to blanket Seoul, Korea, and darkening the skies of Tokyo, Japan. This is not just a domestic issue, it is a transcontinental environmental disaster. The expansion of this desert is a brutal geographical cycle. 2,000 years ago, shifting sands completely buried the thriving cities of the ancient Silk Road. Once brilliant civilizations now lie deep under 100 meters of sediment. Today, that destructive process continues. Sand constantly encroaches on railways, severs highways, and wipes out farmland. Official reports estimate direct economic losses caused by desertification amount to 54 billion yuan annually. China faced two choices: let the desert swallow the rest of the country, or launch the largest engineering war in human history. They chose the latter, greening the desert. But how can China possibly achieve this? Let's decode it right now. To understand their solution, we first must understand the enemy. The core problem in Taklamakan isn't the lack of water, but instability. From a physics perspective, the sand here behaves according to fluid dynamics. Picture this: if you try to squeeze a handful of dry sand, it slips through your fingers just like water. Why? Because the friction between the grains is too low. This massive desert is the same. When the wind blows, billions of tons of sand don't stay put. They slide over each other and move like liquid flows. This characteristic causes all static structures to fail. Concrete walls? Useless. The sand flow simply climbs over them or buries them within weeks. And if you plant trees directly into this flow, it is a death sentence. As the sand drifts away, roots are exposed and die instantly. Engineers realized a rule of survival. For trees to survive, they must make the sand stay still first. To do that, they used a surprisingly cheap weapon: straw. However, a physics problem arises. You cannot plant straw on vertical dunes hundreds of meters high. It would slide away instantly. Therefore, a massive fleet of bulldozers is mobilized for a peak cutting campaign. Their mission: to flatten sand mountains, lowering the slope to below 15 degrees. Millions of tons of sand are moved daily, turning dangerous terrain into gentle slopes. Immediately after the terrain is leveled, hundreds of thousands of workers are mobilized for the critical manual stage. No complex machinery. The only tools are shovels and bundles of dry straw. They follow a strict technical standard: lay the straw flat, then strike the center with a shovel. This force folds the straw into a solid V shape, burying it 10 centimeters deep to form a sturdy fence. Billions of such strikes created an endless matrix of 1 meter by 1 meter grids. From an engineering perspective, this is a perfect aerodynamic control system. The protruding straw edges increase the surface roughness. When wind hits these edges, it fractures, creating countless micro-vortices inside the grid. Wind energy at ground level is killed. The sand is locked tight. The unstable foundation is now static, ready for life to begin. Once the foundation is stabilized, the second step begins: injecting life. Inside these safe grids, they plant drought-resistant special forces species like saxaul, red willow, or desert poplar. These species possess aggressive taproot systems that dive deep underground to seek out water tables. Over time, the straw checkerboards rot away, but they don't vanish in vain. They transform into an organic blanket around the tree base, helping to retain moisture and providing natural nitrogen to nourish the young roots. However, saplings still need water, but along the 500-kilometer highway, pulling power lines is impossible. The solution was to use the enemy itself, solar energy. They built 86 pumping stations powered entirely by photovoltaic panels along the route. Groundwater is pumped up and distributed via a drip irrigation system. Instead of wasteful spraying, water is guided through narrow tubes, dripping directly into the root zone. Water efficiency hits 95%. With trees alive and water flowing, a new problem arises. Desert sand has zero nutrients. For the forest to last, sand must turn into soil. Instead of shipping expensive chemical fertilizers, they chose a smarter biological method. They invited farmers back, bringing an army of special biological engineers, millions of chickens, ducks, and sheep. This is a calculated technical process. Under the shade, weeds begin to grow. Instead of spending money to cut them, they release the animals. The mechanism is simple. Animals eat weeds and deposit manure directly onto the sand. Nitrogen-rich manure mixes with rotting leaves to create a layer of black humus. This humus binds the loose sand grains together, turning dead desert into fertile soil. The result is a double win. The environment is permanently restored, and farmers harvest organic meat and eggs. The desert has become a green bank. However, no victory comes for free. After 20 years, a serious problem has emerged: groundwater depletion. Trees like desert poplar are wind-blocking heroes, but they are water gluttons. Scientists warn, if high-density planting continues, the Green Great Wall could die of thirst. Facing this threat, China had to pivot its strategy. They are shifting from dense forests to grasslands. Instead of tall timber, they now prioritize small shrubs and native grasses. These species require 70% less water, but still effectively hold sand. Simultaneously, a new high-tech weapon is being tested to replace manual straw: soilization technology. Scientists developed a biopaste. Simply spray it onto sand, and within hours, it transforms loose grains into a soil-like structure capable of retaining water. Along with that, autonomous planting robots are replacing human labor, operating 24/7. The war on the desert is entering a new technological era. After over 20 years of relentless battle against the sea of death, the result is an engineering miracle. Along the Tarim Highway alone, over 20 million trees have taken root, forming a green corridor 436 kilometers long. From above, it looks like an emerald slash, cutting straight through the heart of the Golden Desert. Across the entire north, China has regreened over 30 million hectares, an area roughly the size of Poland. If the ancient Great Wall of Stone was built to stop invaders, today's Green Great Wall has stopped a far more dangerous enemy: desertification. The impact is immediate. Ground-level wind speed reduced by 50%. Annual sandstorms dropped by 82%. The Taklamakan has, for the first time in history, been forced to retreat. We cannot defeat nature with brute force. We can only survive by understanding its rules. Today, the Taklamakan is no longer an invincible sea of death. It is a massive laboratory for human survival. What do you think about this solution? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more engineering mega projects.